And we're live. And yeah, okay. The camera is I'm gonna have to adjust it a little bit because I'm seeing the water dish like right there in the foreground. But okay, that'll work. You're catching the edge of my bulletin board. But howdy everybody. Nini. Got a little later than we usually do. My best friend's mom called as I was getting ready to go to the grocery store, and so
she's got that mother timing.
Yeah. They have this superpower where they can call at the most inopportune times. And so mom mommed. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yours like to call whenever you were about to go use the restroom. Yeah. So they tend to do that sort of thing, and I guess she tends to hit me right when I'm trying to do stuff. So she mommed, but and Indiana is tucked in sleeping right now. If she wakes up at any point, I might bring her in here. She had a fun and exciting day, checking on everybody and being Darren's office duck, and.
She's my stealth office duck.
Oh yeah, it's so cute because he'll be on the phone, and I think she likes just hearing him on the phone, so she goes and hangs out, and she'll cuddle up and take a nap next to him. So
I look over and there's my duck. I'm
like,
oh, blood pressure dropped. Going to sleep now.
Yeah, pretty much so. But and of course there's a lot of crazy stuff going on with the weather here in the United States. Hopefully folks, that tune in Great Britain and, places, farther afield from here are not having the same kind of extremes in weather. But we're looking at very, very cold temperatures for a lot of folks here in the United States. Of course, there's the fire danger in the western United States, and unfortunately, they are still looking for people in California and have found more people that perished in the fires. So our prayers go out for them. And I was reading an article that was explaining why it is that they're telling some people it could be weeks before they can come back to their homes. Because when fires burn man-made things, it tends to burn chemicals into the ground. And especially when you have things like batteries, like lithium-ion batteries from electric vehicles, those don't like fire. And so you have some toxic hazards that they're trying to clear through so that it'll be safe for people to come back into the area and see what's left, what's going on. So our prayers to all the people that are having to do the hard work, for that. And I'm going to put out to the universe a prayer for well-being and appreciation, which is during Katrina, we were at an anime show in Dallas, Texas. Like this was the weekend after it happened. So there were first responders from all over the western and central United States that were coming in and assembling in Dallas in the same hotel as the anime convention. And they were getting ready to go to New Orleans. They were, staged and on call, and they had their dogs with them and all that. Well, there were some folks from Nevada, that from Tahoe or that area, that and of course the anime convention gave them free admission. Come in. Of course, like they couldn't buy anything because all they could bring was their gear because they were expecting to go down to a disaster area. But we ended up talking to some folks from Tahoe that had gone to school with Peter Cullen's kids. So their Optimus Prime's kids went to school with these folks that went on to be first responders. And it was really funny. It was like small world. And I hope that they're, doing well and maybe they're helping, out in California right now. So
and I just remember the wonderful dirty jokes those folks
we're telling in the elevator going to yeah. Well, they're firefighters, so no one has a raunchy sense of humor like a firefighter. Unfortunately,
they put sailors on notice.
Yeah. And I know this from experience, but
and just like their girlfriends, I had a great 10-second ride.
32 here in Oregon. Wow. Yeah.
No, that's not bad for Oregon.
Apologies for being late. Hey, don't worry about being late. You know, we got kind of a late start too. But tonight, what we're doing is we're honoring Anubis going forth with his followers, and he has quite a few of them these days. Also, the going forth of Neith, Mistress of Sais, which of course it's a city in the Delta. Unfortunately, not very well preserved. A lot of what we know about Sais actually comes from the temple at Esna, far to the south, because they were sort of like sister cities. And you had that in some cases with a city in the Delta in Lower Egypt and a city in Upper Egypt that were like sister cities. And Heliopolis and then Thebes kind of styled themselves like that, of course, you know, because of the royal patronage. But Esna and Sais seem to have that sort of thing going. And so there are lots of records in the temple that Khnum and Neith shared in Esna that refer to festivals from her temple in Sais. And that's how we know a lot of what we do about Neith and her, you know, a persona in the town of Sais. And so there was a procession that would go on at this point in the year, and she would go out at night. And we don't know exactly what she was doing, but I think it's useful to say, well, she and the other gods are doing things right now. The gods are working right now. We don't know what it is that they're doing, but we can rest assured that they're busy. And you know that old adage about, you know, God moves in mysterious ways. So does the goddess Neith. So that's what we're honoring. And since she's going forth, we also have Sobek. And I realized from this distance with the camera, you couldn't quite make out what it is, but this is a pin with it's Egyptian kitsch. You know, it's a sphinx with wings, and it has, you know, a pharaoh's head, and that's facing you directly. Funny thing about that, that matches some iconography for Tutu, who is a son of Neith. He absorbed a lot of attributes that had been given to the pharaohs during periods when, you know, there was a native king on the throne, and the kingship had a little more weight to it. In later periods, and then under the Greeks and the Romans, Tutu became more prominent, and he kind of took on that aspect with the Sphinx in particular. And so he was a guardian, and he, you know, protected against demons. And again, he was a son of Neith. So if you know, if you ever get given by, you know, a friend that knows you like Egyptian things but doesn't really know enough about it, or if you go into a shop and you see, you know, a sphinx, especially something with wings or whatever, it can still serve a purpose, because you can say, well, there's Tutu. So. And I have not touched the waters. So. I make no promises for what they will be like before, you know, before we get started.
Well, room temperature right now is probably pretty chilly for you guys.
Well, we have the thermostat set to 68, so we'll see what happens. Remember, water is slower to adjust to temperature than air. So it cools or warms up more slowly. That's why you have fog over water, you know, when warmer air comes in. And that's why you have lake effect snow, because water does not fluctuate in temperature as quickly and easily as air does.
The two are like extremely similar in how they flow, but one moves faster.
Something like that. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me, as Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, Yenatru. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, our purity is within our hearts, and we've cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. Hey, just got your fingers. That's all.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure that my cut didn't.
Oh yeah, your bandage.
Yeah.
Yeah. This poor thing got his hand stuck in a container of Clorox wipes.
And I have big hands, so it cut the hell out of me.
I know what that's like.
Keisha Babe Music, good evening. And howdy, yeah. Yeah, when it's like, I love it when you laugh every time you declare our purity. Well, I guess we're chasing out evil with laughter. All right. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who's tuning in with us now, has been with us in the past, and will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are all purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
And we'll light our candle for Mama Sekhmet, that she may bring peace and healing and strength to all those who need it. You arise in the Akhetes Kefri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. And you set in peace in the mountains of Manu as Atum, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon, who came from the great flood at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Neith, Mistress of Sais, and Anapu. Hail and praise unto you, O Yunachiru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out Asfet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Okay, that's a fresh bottle. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. O your nurturer, these cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O your nurturer, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. Give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you and cleanses you. It adorns you, and takes its place upon your hands. O your nurturer, we give to you this eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O your nurturer. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. And it may be the dead of winter for those of us in the northern hemisphere, but winter always turns into spring. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Yanachiri. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horketi within his house. Pure, pure is Neith, Mistress of Sais, within her house. Anapu within his house. Sobek and Tutu in their house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings. All things good and pure for Ra Horketi, for Neith and Anapu, Sobek and Tutu, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Rahoraketi. Come to your body, O Neith of Sais. Come to your body, O Anapu, Sobek, and Tutu. Come to your bodies, O Yunachiru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, Neith, Anapu, Sobek, and Tutu. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. Yes, I have a couple of different systems now, so I just, pick up one or the other. O Ra Horaketi, and your son, the Osir Nisun, named Kaparura, your foes retreat from you. And Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead, we light this candle, and it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. And we pour these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. And cats cow up the senator Maha, Hotnivet no webet no head nurturing, and cow and akunibu, machronibu hiranachara. A voice offering of bread and beer, 1,000 beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all true voice before the great God. And now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your cow shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. Isphet is cast out by your word, and rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. All right. And thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for all the uh the icons. Love those. Oh goodness. I had a couple of trolls up. Okay, Katie Orr says, can I have a prayer for a friend who's been missing since December 6th? Oh my goodness. We need to ask Neith, as the opener of the way, that she can open the way for your friend to find to get home safely and be there if they need an opportunity. May Neith be the unseen hand that clears their path and guides them safely back to their loved ones. And if there's any links you want to post, guys, if there's a link for because I know they have the ones for missing children, but I know there's something for missing adults. And anything that if anybody happens to be listening and might be able to do anything to help. Sometimes the gods work, often they work through human hands. But all our love and our prayers and our hope for your friend, wherever they're at, may they come back to you safely. Here, we'll read a few things. So I'll read something for Neith, and I've got something for Wepawet that might be appropriate given what's going on. We'll start with this, and this is in honor of Neith's going forth. Hail unto you, O Neith the Great, Mistress of Sais in your going forth, Lady of Life who opens the ways, Eye of Ra which has no equal. You go forth from your house in the 4 hours of night, in the month of Rachnajes, to perform your secret rites. For yours is the power to clear all paths. Yours is the power to move all obstacles. Yours is the power to destroy the evil one. Mistress of the East, Mistress of the West, Mistress of the North, Mistress of the South, heaven and earth are under your command. Holy Mother who gives all life, protect us, O Neith, as you protect your son Ra. And of course for Anapu, who goes forth with his followers, who are many. Hail and praise, O Anapu, great God upon your mountain, master of secrets in Duat, ruler of the West, fair son of Osu, great physician who heals, your seal is our protection. Crown prince of the Aeneid, keen-faced among the gods, you stand at Osur's side. You serve the blessed dead. They live because of you. And there was there's someone on the Discord who wrote a really beautiful poem to Anapu, and if anybody has that where they can, like, share me a quick link with it, I'll read that, because it's something else that's rather appropriate. But actually, I think I've got something for Tutu as well. Let me see if I've got that in one of my books here. There we are. For Tutu. Yeah. Hail unto you, Tutu, great god, son of Neith, great protector, mighty of forearm, lion swift of pace, great of strength, lord of strength, who drives away enemies, who stirs up uproar every month in Sais, master of the Kaktiu demons of Sekhmet and the wandering demons of Bastet. The messengers act according to your word. Master of the arrow demons and leader of the deacon star, Kau, lord of the book of life and death, who has no equal. Hail unto you, O Tutu. And for Sobek. Hail to you, twin of Ra, who arose from the primeval waters, lord of Tashe, son of Neith, mighty god whose ceasing cannot be seen, ruler of the rivers and governor of the winds, great male, rutting bull, lord of love, lord of Aku, he who loves taking, great of terror. Drive off your wrath, let pass your raging, cut short your mourning, let your beauty come. Welcome in peace, O Lord of Peace. I tell you what, since we're at it, because I mentioned the weather that is, in many extremes. Of course, the winds. We asked Sobek to give California a break from those Santa Ana winds that have been causing so much destruction, and we'll light our candle for Mahes, who also can give protection from the weather, because the rest of the country is going to be dealing with cold and with snow and ice, and especially down in the south where people are not really equipped to deal with that, it can cause a lot of problems. So we ask Mahes to give us a hand and to protect those that are going to be facing extreme cold. Hail and praise unto you, O raging lion, scarlet lord, flashing and thundering god, lord of darkness and winds, one who acts swiftly, great god who listens, most glorious Mahes, son of mighty Sekhmet, protect us from every evil, lord of slaughter, protect those who are innocent, hear our prayers, and defend us as you defend Ra from his wicked foes. There we go, yeah. Okay, he's from West Virginia. Huh. And yes, those are novena candles. They start. This is one that I'm going to put a label on for Sechet, and so it's a yellow one. But yeah, I get these and then design the labels, print them on. Actually, what I start off with are those full page. Supposed to be for mailing labels, but I just print on those. And the toughest part is wrapping it around and getting it to lay down flat. And then sometimes I'll get really complicated and I'll use some clear packing tape to sort of do a cheap laminating job on it. And that you have to be really careful or you'll get wrinkles in that. But yeah, they're great. And I used to sell them, but it's kind of difficult with because you have to factor in the weight on these, and especially Etsy, the way they've been, trying to pressure people into eating the cost of shipping on things. And I had somebody that left a bad review because the candle didn't last long enough for them, and it's kind of frustrating. So I just have them for services. But I tell you what, if we can do a convention, I'll make a few of these. Okay, Nathaniel just joined. Did I miss anything? Well, we're saying some prayers right now. Just to kind of recap, the theme tonight is we have going forth of Anubis and his followers, and Neith, the goddess Mistress of Sais. She goes forth in the night. At this point in the Kemetic year, and we don't know what she's doing. She performs secret rites, but we know that she's busy working, and someone has a friend who went missing early last month, and we're saying prayers and asking Neith in her capacity as the opener of the ways to open the way for that friend to come safely home. This is someone who lives in West Virginia, and we hope that he's all right. And poor Darren, I think it's been really busy this week, so I guess we just got you good and relaxed. Yeah, and we're also saying prayers for everyone who's going to be, potentially in the way of either very cold air or Santa Ana winds, and asking, for them to have safety and shelter from that. Let's see. Let me see if I've got that. Here, see if I've got that prayer for wipe away. Just gotta see where I would put it. Yeah. Okay, maybe it doesn't want to be found right now. Wait. Did I not transcribe that one? I thought I did. I'll have to look for it. Okay. Uncle Jasaneb, dua for your services. Oh well. Dua al kamat.
Thank you very much.
Oh, cool. Okay, Fane Star, prayers for my family, please. We had to say goodbye to our oldest dog. Her health declined suddenly. We're shocked. Having lost a pet to old age just 3 weeks ago, I understand where you're at.
Our heart is with you, believe me.
Yeah, because we lost one of our ducks, Yotsuba. She was not quite 12 years old, and it's funny. We got her ashes back, at the beginning of the week, and the vet said, they don't live to be that old typically. And of course, we have one, the one we have left, Indiana. She's sitting out this service. She's cuddled up right now, but she's actually pushing 13, which is
unheard of.
Yeah. But
love and a lot of attention.
Well, and being inside, because one of the biggest things that gets ducks is predators. Even if you're in a suburban environment like we are, you still get raccoons, and raccoons are deadly.
And owls and
owls
hawks.
and hawks, all this. Yeah, you still get that. So, that's why she's an inside duck now. But it's still hard because pets form chapters in our lives. And with Yotsuba and her mate Tenchi, I got them right before I started animation school. And I think about all the things. Another funny thing, the basis of the ritual that we use right now, I wrote around that same time. And so when I think about all the things that I've done, and she and her mate were part of my life for so much of that. And it's tough when you lose them because, when life is good, you want it to go on forever. But like the ancient Egyptian song said, no one can tarry in Egypt forever. And that's something that they some wisdom they can pass on to us. Is that when life is good, you want it to go on forever, but it can't for anyone. And that's that's part of life is that realization, and realizing that in order for dawn to come again, that means Ra has to go down in the underworld. He has to set as an old man in a tomb, in order for there to be renewal. And so we have to take a lesson from that. So and so I understand, with losing a pet, because there's a lot that they can teach us. And I think one of the biggest lessons that Yotsuba taught, other than understanding the finite nature of life, is understanding what it means to be content in the moment. You may not have everything that you want, you may be still looking towards other things, but to realize that you're happy with where you are at that moment. And for me, it was in this house, tooling around in my backyard, doing things, and the ducks are grazing, and I'm with them. That was, that's what it was to be content. And when you figure out what that is, you got to keep that in your mind. And, that's your center point that you can come back to, and understand, what contentment means. So that's my sermon for the night.
I have something similar with me sitting outside with the cats.
Yeah. Okay, now over in Estonia, animals stay away from neighborhoods, especially my one. While my family does not have a dog, many of the neighbors do. Yeah. Now you're talking about pets or like other animals. Of course, in Europe. Now I think that in Germany they're having a problem with, they actually have raccoons now. Raccoons are a North American species, but they're one of those animals that thrive on human junk and human clutter. And some of them apparently stowed away, probably with the military bases that are in Germany. And so now you have a problem with raccoons in Germany. They're an invasive species.
You can eat them.
Yeah, I was about to say you can't eat them. So
they taste good, yeah.
So maybe they can make some raccoon brats or something, and bratwurst, and work on the problem. But let's go ahead and, of course, if other people have prayer requests, go ahead and get those up there. We certainly want to include everybody, but we'll also do our fortunes. And we'll start with one for everyone. It'll be our fortune for the week, and for anyone who's tuning in after this is live. So, and what's funny is the last few we've gotten have been in reference to, later this year. September is going to be a good month. December, they're saying, is going to be a happy month. So, maybe this year is going to be a year of transformation. So we'll see what goes on. But let's see what they have to tell us for this week. Embrace the unique qualities that make you who you are. And that is our advice for the week. Embrace the unique qualities that make you who you are. So don't worry about trying to be something you're not. Embrace who you are. So that is our advice for the week for everyone. And we'll set that at Maat's feet. Okay. Okay, wild animals. There's a forest next to where we live. And you know what? What you're saying about dogs, yeah, those keep away. And after we lost Tenchi to a raccoon in 2017, there were some friends who said, yeah, well, if you had a dog, then, that might not have happened.
Yeah, my mom had said that.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, when you grew up, when you were in the country, you had big Saint Bernard. Things knew to stay away. But
cars knew to stay away.
Okay, so that's your full username. Okay. 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 And sarcastic asking for a cookie because yesterday was my paganversary. Like one from us because it's her fault I'm here. Oh yes, happy paganversary. But okay, so we're gonna start with Katie Horton, one from Anubis, and then Kristen Rebase from Neith. But bratwurst. My understanding is it was beef, but I was joking that you could make because that's Germany's gift to the world is sausages. And one of many, but yes, their culinary gift is sausages, and some of the sausages that they have here in Louisiana, most people wouldn't know it, but that's an influence from German.
It is.
Culture and so I was joking and saying, well, a new ingredient for sausage would be, an invasive species they want to take care of. So, but because like in Florida, I know there's some invasive species of fish that people are cooking, and trying to serve because they're trying to help control the population.
Snakehead fish, yeah.
Yeah.
Next, they're going to need to do something with all the baboons. Not just the politicians. I mean actual baboons.
Wait, well, Florida is turning into the menagerie because there's so many things there, and and especially because it's a tropical environment. So
you know what's going to happen is Florida's eventually going to have all the people moved out. It's going to be cordoned off, and it's going to be made a wildlife reserve and a penal colony.
I don't know.
And they're just going to hand you a spoon, a knife, a book of matches, and a sign that says "Good luck."
Well, look, I have some Patreon peeps in Florida, and
I love Florida, but those people are tough on a different level.
Yeah, but no, it is kind of wacky though that you have all the different things that have escaped from illegal pet trade, and the environment in Florida is just right that you have things that should never have made it to Florida, but there they are.
Yeah, now I know why they filmed The Island of Dr. Moreau there.
Is that for real?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
For portions of it.
Okay, well, yes, check that. Of course, I can't hear that without thinking of the South Park episode. But, okay, Katie Horton has been asking for something from Anaku. Stay focused and determined on this Wednesday, and success will follow. Stay focused and determined on this Wednesday, and success will follow.
Whenever you mention the island of Dr. Moreau, I immediately think of Cat Girl, the daughter, Feruza Balk's character.
Okay, see, I never saw that movie, so anyway, I'm actually trying to concentrate on fortunes because Kristen Rebase had asked for one from Neith. So.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh, Kristen, you got voicemail.
Oh.
First one. Tonight, your heart's desires will come true. Now the second one. Laugh at yourself. It's liberating. So, Kristen, laugh at yourself. It's liberating. Tonight, your heart's desires will come true. So, be willing to take some things in stride. See the humor in the situation. And good will come of it. Your heart's desires will come true. Let's see. Ashley Spradley from Anapu and Sekhmet. And then Fane Star from Anapu. So, Ashley. Anapu is indeed going forth with his followers. Don't worry, be happy. It's very simple. Ashley, don't worry, be happy. And I have to say, I'm already getting a very powerful sense of it's going to be okay.
This is a good thing to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really, really is.
Let's see. Fane Star from Anapu. And in prayers for Anapu's servant who had to come home. Fane Star. Kindness is a treasure that enriches the giver. Kindness is a treasure that enriches the giver. Okay. And let's see, Wolf and Dodek from Discord. Let me scroll down a little bit here. Okay. Okay. I'm in Florida. I'm not going in nowhere. Yeah. See, I knew that we have viewers in Florida.
I have loved ones in Florida too, or did it one time.
Yeah. Well, and I hope my crazy as a bedbug friend Nikki from Central Florida. She lived kind of along in Waverly, kind of on that I-4 corridor, and I hadn't heard from her since before Helene and Milton had gone through the area. I was trying to check on her, and I hope she's okay and that she turns back up. Because and I tell you what, there's a particular accent to Central Florida.
There is.
It's once you get to talk to people from there, and you can spot it.
I would like to go back to Florida one day just to be able to explore a little more of the seafood there
Hmm.
because their fishing industry is so good that you can get it like fresh off the boat, easy.
Yeah, I think some friends were telling us about that, but the thing is that there's also the reason why I noticed about this. It's more than just that one friend is there is a an office for SAG-AFTRA, the union that handles acting, including voiceover, and there's a lady who she did some voiceover for my first animated short that was my senior project. And in order to get that done, I had to talk to the SAG-AFTRA office in Orlando, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh wow, your accent kind of reminds me of my crazy friend Nikki."
And
So,
I really enjoyed when we vacationed there.
Yeah, but
Florida's kind of a magical place.
well, it's everybody knows the Florida is kind of say you got everything, but then again, in fairness, all your states that are heavily populated are like that. Texas has its own kind of weirdness, and then California has its own kind of weirdness, and it's a very jaded sort of weirdness, but it's a 100% California.
And so does Louisiana.
Yeah, it's wolf and dodec, and then sarcastic. But yeah, well, that joke slogan about Louisiana's new state motto needs to be "We're not all Cajun wackos." That's just our tourism campaign.
That's true.
Yeah.
But some of us are Cajun workers.
Mm. Well, some of them are wackos without even the Cajun part. They're just it's like, what the heck? But for Wolf, you will be lucky in your physical fitness.
I've never gotten that fortunate.
This could be the year to make that resolution to get more fit. You will be lucky in your physical fitness. So that's for Wolf. And now for Dodec. Wow, that one just like jumped out. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen it do that. For
Two
Dodec.
firsts right in a row.
Yeah. Dodec, your dreams will come true in October. Your dreams will come true in October. So the second half of this year, this calendar year, not the Kemetic year, but the 2025. Have some faith, guys. The second half of this year there's gonna be something good happening. So sarcastic. Asking.
I get the feeling we planted seeds that are going to be coming up.
Oh, keep planting and watering the garden, y'all. Sarcastic. And Mama Asset. Okay, I think she's messing with you because the first thing that came out
was an empty wrapper.
A sealed empty wrapper. So don't think that Asset doesn't have a sense of humor. Sarcastic? Patience is the key to a loving soul. Patience is the key to a loving soul. Be patient with other people, but be patient with yourself. Okay, and Frelo. Okay, so no link to the server. This where I had some trolls, so I closed down the invites for a bit. Okay, yeah, I didn't see anything about that, but thank you for handling that, and my thanks to my my moderators. You guys keep things running smoothly, and we love you for it. So
indeed.
Let's see. Frelo, and then Marriage Wepawet from the Jackals. So, and then I'll catch up. Okay. Frelo. The first step toward change is awareness. The second step is acceptance.
Wow.
Yeah, that was surprisingly specific. Bethralo, the first step toward change is awareness. The second step is acceptance. Which you might find that kind of counterintuitive. If you want to change something, well, first you have to accept some things. But you have to, know what you have the ability to change and what things you don't need to change. Acceptance can give you better focus. All right, so Mary Wepawet from the Jackals, and then One Eye from whoever wants to give me a message. Yes, even if I don't want to hear it, please. Thanks. Careful.
Oh.
Well,
Somebody just
Open the
loaded
floodgate.
up.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking. Okay, who on the altar just cracked their knuckles?
Yeah.
Often it's set for Sobek. Yeah.
Well. It might have also been Ishtar, but first we're going to ask our Jackals, Anapu and Wepawet, for married Wepawet. Where the fortunes will lead this. Your dreams are the beacons of your journey. Your dreams are the beacons of your journey. Remember, life is a journey. So on that journey of life, your dreams are the beacons. So hone in on them. And what better message from the opener of the way to tell you what will be, what guides you on the way. So, okay. One Eye. It's from whoever wants to give a message, and that one just slipped right out. Wait for it. One Eye. Today, it's up to you to create the peacefulness you long for. Today, it's up to you to create the peacefulness you long for. So, there you go.
Guess the ball's in your court.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Nathaniel says, I left Florida a few months ago. Admittedly, I do miss the wildlife in the Everglades. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Katie had to head out. Have a good night. Let's see. Glad to find you all. Keep it up. Okay. And Maccabi from Bastet, please. So we're going to ask Bastet, who's kind of over here behind Anafu. Maccabi, a new adventure will lead to exciting experiences. A new adventure will lead to exciting experiences. Okay. Yeah, we're coming up on, we're a little past an hour, so let's go ahead and, yeah, basically the same union that covers screen actors, the Screen Actors Guild, and AFTRA is the American Federation of Television and Radio Actors.
Yeah.
Then the two of them combined, and yes, they cover not just television and movie work, but also voiceover.
Yeah.
And I think they also do I think they also do theater, or in some cases, but I know that voice actors. If you want a union voice actor, you got to go through SAG-AFTRA. Yeah. Oh, you did film in college too. It made an Egyptian feature indie film. Oh, that is so cool. Temple of Horus on the Prairie. So, do you have it somewhere that you can share it? Let's see. I'm just catching up here. Taking my time, wishing myself a good morning. Well, good morning, good night / good morning, Kristen. Discord. It's in the cloud now, but won a couple of awards at a festival. Hey, congrats! Yeah, because my animated short won an award, and I need to submit it to some more festivals. It's just that you have to pay a little bit of money to do that. So you're putting your money where your mouth is, but it's totally worth it. And that's really cool that you did an Egyptian indie film. That's cool. All right. Good night. Rest well. And best sound design, best action film. That's really cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, animation is my bag. But because live action is, it presents its own unique challenges that with animation I can work on most of it in my study here, but with live action you've got to have a lot of people collaborating with you and willing to put in some long hours with you, and if you're kind of short on henchmen, you can't pull it off. So I guess we'll do our last call for wisdom, y'all, as we like to say here. And as I said, the overall theme really seems to be, be positive. It's going to be okay. And I know a lot of people are really uncertain about things that are, going to be transpiring next week, and I am too, but that's where faith comes in. They're telling us, hold on, we've got this. So we've got to trust that the gods have this and that they'll see us through. So, if anybody's got any other requests, go ahead and put those up. We won't sign off until we've got everybody what they need. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Aeneid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Newt in the shrine of Shanit in Yunu endures. As the name of Osa Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Asset in Nicheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pei endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Chemenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Neith, Anapu, Sobek, and Tutu. You've come in peace, O Yunachuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Neith, Anapu, Sobek, and Tutu. May you go forth in peace, O Yunachuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Majet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. All right, everybody. Okay, everyone. Well, again, prayers for all of our folks, that are for I think it's Katie's friend that went missing. May that person be found safely,
alive, well, and healthy.
Yeah. Well, and even if they're a little cold and hungry, that's okay as long as they're alive. You can get we can handle the rest. And for everyone that might be, staring down brutally cold temperatures, stay warm and safe. Run your dishes and laundry and things like that, and beforehand, and store up some water so that in case in case there are pipes that freeze. And see, especially down south, those of you that are like us in the southern reaches of the United States that aren't winterized like they really should be, that's a problem. So take care of everything before the super cold weather gets here, so that if city water goes out because of the cold, you'll be covered. And I say this from experience, because when we had that deep freeze in 2021, that was us. So now whenever they're saying, oh, we're going to have really cold weather, just take care of all of it, be prepared, and you'll be able to tune in with us next week, and we'll all be okay. So lots of love, everybody.
Same cat time.
Yeah. Same cat time. Yes. And actually next week we will be honoring Wajit. So we'll tell you more about that then. But be safe and well, everyone. Lots of love. And remember,
Take care.
Yeah, it's going to be okay. Oh, open up the cupboards so that it helps keep the pipes from freezing. Yeah, that's another thing, because cupboards, the walls behind those tend not to be really insulated. But if you open them up, then that'll allow warmer air to come in and keep things from freezing. Thank you, guys. Be safe and well. Lots of love. And we'll see you next week.